Imagine this: a young man enters the film industry. People laugh, critics reject him, industry experts say he doesn't have the looks, doesn't have the voice, doesn't have the screen presence. Some even predict his career will end before it properly begins. Fast forward 3 decades, the same person commands stadium sized crowds, millions follow his every move, and eventually he became the chief minister of Tamil Nadu. How did something like that happen? Was it talent, hard work, luck, or was there something else that nobody noticed? Because the truth is, the Vijay story is very different from what most people think. Most people see the success, very few see the struggle, and today we are going back to the beginning. June 22, 1974, Chennai, a baby boy is born into a family deeply connected to cinema. His name, Joseph Vijay Chandrasekhar. Now, if you are hearing this story for the first time, you might think, well, his father was a filmmaker, so success must have been easy. Actually, the opposite is often true. Because when your father is already known in an industry, people expect more from you, not less. Every mistake become visible, every failure become public, every weakness get discussed, and that's exactly what happened to Vijay. His father S.C. Chandrasekhar was a filmmaker. His mother Shobha Chandrasekhar was involved in a film productions and music. Cinema wasn't just entertainment in their house. Cinema was a life. While other children spent weekends playing cricket, young Vijay spent time around film sets, around cameras, around actors, around directors, without even realizing it. He was already learning how films were made, learning how audiences reacted, learning how stars were created, but nobody knew whether he would ever become one. Many people don't know this. Vijay didn't start as a hero. He started as a child artist. His father gave him opportunities in films, small roles, simple appearances, nothing glamorous, nothing extraordinary. At the time, nobody was calling him Thalapathy. Nobody was predicting superstardom. He was simply another kid appearing in movies, and honestly, nothing suggested he would become one of the biggest stars in Tamil cinema. If you had met people during those years and asked, will this boy become one of the most influential people in Tamil Nadu? Most would have laughed. The future looked ordinary, very ordinary, but history often starts that. The early 1990s Tamil cinema was incredibly competitive. New actors arrived every year, most disappeared, only a few survived. And Vijay was about to enter the battlefield in 1992. He appeared as a lead actor. This was the moment, the dream, the opportunity, the chance to prove himself. But something unexpected happened. The audiences didn't immediately embrace him. The industry wasn't impressed. Critics weren't convinced. Instead of celebrating him, many questioned him. Some said he lacked charisma. Some said he lacked acting ability. Others believed he would never become a major hero. Imagine hearing that repeatedly. Imagine opening newspaper and reading criticism. Imagine hearing industry insiders dismiss your future. Most people would lose confidence. Most people would quit. Vijay didn't. And that decision changed everything. When people tell success stories, they usually skip the difficult years, the boring years, the painful years, but those years matters. Because that's where champions are built, movie after movie, which I kept working. The result weren't always impressive. Some films performed poorly, some received mixed reviews, some disappeared quickly, but something important was happening. Every film was teaching him something: how to perform, how to connect with audiences, how to improve dialogue delivery, how to handle pressure, how to survive failure, and survival is underrated. Because success isn't always about being brilliant one, it's about refusing to disappear. While others gave up, Vijay stayed. While others left, Vijay continued. Years after year, movie after movie, slowly becoming a better, slowly becoming stronger, slowly becoming impossible to ignore. Every great story has a moment when everything changes. For Vijay, that moment arrived in mid 1990s, a film called Puvai Unakaga. At first glance, it looked like just another movie, but it wasn't. because audiences suddenly saw something different, something they hadn't fully seen before: emotion, charm, connection for the first time. Large number of people started paying attention not because he was famous, but because they genuinely liked him. This was a huge difference. Anyone can become popular. Very few become loved, and love creates loyalty. The loyalty would become one of the most important asset of Vijay entire life. Because once audiences emotionally connect with someone, they don't just watch, they support, they defend, they follow, and that exactly what happened began happening. At first, the fans were small in number, nothing extraordinary. A few supporters here, a few supporters there, then more arrived. Then even more, the fan club started growing, district by district, district after district, town after town, village after village. And here is the interesting part. Most people saw fan club as entertainment, a way to celebrate movies, a way to put up posters, a way to organize celebration. But what nobody realized was this: these fan clubs were teaching people how to organize, how to coordinate, how to communicate, how to mobilize large groups at that moment. Nobody thought this had anything to do with politics, not even close. 8 years later, the same networks would become one of the Vijay's greatest strengths. The foundation was already being built, brick by brick, years after year, without most people noticing. By the late 1990s, the narrative had changed. The young actor whom critics dismissed was becoming a recognized star. The boy many doubted was proving everyone wrong. But this was only the beginning, because Vijay wasn't just building the film career without realizing it. He was building influence, and influence is in a different from fame. Fame get attentions, influence changes behavior, fame creates audiences, influence create followers, and over the next 20 years, that influence would grow to a level nobody could have predicted. Not critics, not politicians, not even some of his biggest fans. The real story was just getting started. And in the next chapter, a young actor would transform into something bigger, a superstar, a phenomenon, a movement to be continued.